Everybody shut up! Judas. Okay, even my frame rate's dropping around them. Oh, there's the other half of my army over there. Okay. Good. I'm getting out of here really fast. Welcome back, everyone. So, I think we're going to dive right into it. What I'd like to do at this point of the Let's Play. You know, I'll tell you, the story side of it is Zakeen wants to roam around. He wants to do a few things because that's what he used to do when he was a forester. He kind of misses that. He's been pinned down with all sorts of responsibilities for, you know, months now. In fact, let's look at see how many days we've been in-game for at this point. Days past, very first one. 181. That's, what, 6 months? Yeah, about 6 months. 6 months in-game. That's awesome. That's a long, long time.
By the Nine Divines.
By the Nine Divines. What of one of my 12 titles are you going to go off about today? So let's dive right into it. At this point, going off of what I said Zakeen wants to do, I want to show you some of my favorite side quests. Now, we're not going to be able to get to all of them because, I'm not kidding, this Let's Play would be another, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 episodes long besides what I have planned. So, we're just going to keep it concise. I have a list here of a handful of them that are really awesome. Now, we're going to start with one I've actually never done. How's that? This is a DLC called Unearthing Mehrunes' Razor. Now, this is, you remember Mehrunes' Dagon, obviously. We just sent him back into Oblivion. His, I guess technically Martin and Akatosh did, but whatever, we were part of that. His Daedric artifact is added through a DLC. I've heard talk of a lost alien city called Varsa Balaam, where Mehrunes' Razor is hidden. If I search the ruins of Sundercliff Watch in the eastern Nibbin, I may be able to find the lost city and recover this powerful Daedric artifact. So let's do it here. Let's go map eastern Nibbin, huh? So we gotta be way out there on the border of Morrowind. Alright, let me get us over there. Okay, it looks like it's right up here. Is this it right here? Yep, I think so. Sundercliff Watch, cool. So one thing I've heard that's kind of neat about this DLC is apparently there's some more Dark Elf lore from Morrowind put in with this DLC. So if you're a fan of Morrowind or you're familiar with the Dunmer lore, apparently there's a little bit more of that present. As well as the fact that there is a gear set that somebody told me we would have really benefited from in this playthrough with Zakeen. So I guess we'll get to check that out a little later than we probably should have. I've entered Sundercliff Watch and can begin my search for Mehrunes' Razor. Yeah, we need to find this thing and get it out of the hands of pretty much everyone else because the last thing Zakeen wants is for anyone to have that sort of power. Oh, Dark Elf, okay. Instantly goes hostile upon seeing me. Buddy, you're messing with the champion of Cyrodiil. I don't think you quite know what you've gotten yourself into yet. Even though I've knocked you down 2 times. And I've paralyzed you now. There we go. Oh, he's got a bunch of arrows. Yay! I decided I'm actually not going to refill those really good arrows. That is kind of cheap, I've decided. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to rock what we got. Bunch of Dwarven, my Ebony, okay, Elven. Yeah, this guy's got a lot. Sweet. 75 glass arrows? I guess he is from Morrowind. That's where all that stuff comes from. My wife had a good question the other day. Oh, a voice beyond the door calls out, "Who gathers storm clouds over Nirn?" What? An old clown? I don't know. Small diary. Hang on. A diary I've found contains a password to explore further. It seems to indicate that some kind of army is amassing here, led by somebody named Drothin. That sounds like a dark elf. If I can find the journal in his cabin, maybe I may be able to learn more. Okay. A voice beyond the door calls out, "Who gathers storm clouds over Nirn?" Chimer? That's what the dark elf were before they... Oh, crap, there's a guy right there. I should have figured with the music. Oh! That guy... Is that a unique... No, he's got an ebony shield is what that is. You're an ugly sucker. Dromethy Steward? These guys are not screwing around. They're pretty strong. This guy knows a lot of advanced moves. I'm sure doing this at higher levels not doing us any favors either as far as all that goes. Come on, let's cut our way through here. You know what I just realized? We don't have our stuff refilled. We should do that. Let's refill the dragon sword and put some lace of waste to these mofos. Except I just realized that fire is the worst thing to use against a dark elf since they're immune to it. Well, not immune, but highly resistant. These guys are well armed.
The best you can do?
Another one's coming up. I've had enough of both of you. Seriously, I've had enough. Let's have some fun, shall we? We don't use the Skull of Corruption enough. How about we use it on this guy? There we go. Have a version of yourself help us fight. Arrow voltage. Ebony arrow. Okay. My gosh, what kind of sounds you guys make? Get him. Another version of him. Now run down there and kill... Oh, it only lasts as long as they do. That makes sense, I guess. Boy, all these guys have leveled arrows on them. This is kind of nice. There's going to be a lot of looting here at the beginning. I apologize. I'm just going to grab a bunch of these because we're going to need them probably later as we go the places we're going to go next. Glass arrows. Okay. Cool. Alright, another one. All glass weapons. Yeah, these guys are definitely from Vardenfell. I wonder which one of the great houses they're with. The Dunmer have a handful of ancestral family houses, and that's where the orders of their various governments and whatnot come from. Is their traditional families. So, just curious. There's usually... Oh, our armor's already broken. Dang. That's usually what is the motivation behind their actions, is what family they belong to. So we'll have to check that out. Maybe we'll get some clues. This is definitely not an easy dungeon, by the way. So don't... If you're going to come here low level, maybe if you're really good at stealth. Let's do some Skull of Corruption. There we go. Get us another ally in the battle here. Got him. Nice. That copy of that guy killed him, so that's very useful. Very useful. Okay, immolation arrows, freaking powerful. We've got plenty of silence arrows. But I'll take a few more. Arrow of sunlight. Judas. Okay, I really promise I'm not trying to make this loot arrow episode, but that's what it's turning into. Okay, that's enough. That's enough arrows. Now in about 5 episodes, I'll be like, dang, I should have got all those arrows. Last time I thought I had plenty of arrows, I ran out too. Okay. Just need to keep proceeding through this dungeon. Oh, here we go. This must be the guy's place we need to sneak into. Scroll of Transmutation? It wasn't that in Skyrim? Hang on a second. This has to be new with this DLC. Transmute mineral on self. Yeah, so when you put gold in your inventory and transmute it, it makes it a gold bar. When you put iron in your inventory, it turns it to gold when you use it. That's cool. A Varla stone. Thank you very much. This guy knows a lot about Tamriel. Oh, receipt. Jabasha Booksellers, Lower Waste Works. Oh, this is from Vivek, capital of Morrowind. Vardenfell, Morrowind. Okay. Treaties of Aliatic Cities. The lusty Argonian made. So he bought a porn book with his scholar book. Praise be to Helsith and the Empire. Yeah, that's awesome. They're totally doing a little bit of Easter egg reference to people who played Morrowind, which is awesome. I've read Drothan's journal. He's gone into Varsa Balim in search of something called the Neferigum? Neferivigum. There we go. Neferivigum. Say that 10 times fast. Which he believes protects Mehrunes' razor. He has left enchanted Bezoars. I'm having a terrible time reading today. In the care of his commander and forge master. With these Bezoars, I'll be able to dispel his enchantment and follow him into Varsa Balim. Traitors all, Helsith and all the lapdogs in the great houses care nothing for the heresy of allowing the Empire to command the lives of the noble Dunmer people. Oh, here we go. Some Dunmer ticked off that they're part of the Empire. Why doesn't the tribunal just throw them out? Actually, wait, no, this is after Morrowind, so there is no tribunal. That's right, because then Nereverian came back. Ooh, that's right. Vivek's dying at this point. And Alamexi is dead, and Zothasil is dead. So, that's right, Helsith becomes the king of Morrowind. So this guy's ticked off. Even my fickle Telvanni kinsmen, Telvanni are these really powerful mages from Morrowind, apathetically consents to his outrage. Once I have raised my army and toppled the atrocious empire of man, then they shall all pay for their complacency. I could hardly bear the journey here to deal with that filthy bookseller, but it was worth it. The treaties of Aliatic Cities I bartered for provided the last bit of evidence I needed. I'm now convinced that I can find the Neferivid beneath its undercliff watch just inside Cyril's border. The Dramathi army grows in might. Our forward detachment is ready to escort me within Cyrodiil's borders, where they shall bolster themselves for the assault whilst I claim my prize. It's getting harder to find mercenaries. I may have to consider employing some of the beast folk. Yeah, in Morrowind, see, Argonians and Khajiit are slave. They don't like them at all. Massive racism. They've enslaved them for thousands of years. Must remember to discuss this with Adrethi before we depart for Sundercliff. That thing that we're looking for must be near. I can feel power emanating from this place. Now I've only to find it and overcome the task to earn Mehrunes' razor. Wielding this fearsome relic, I'll lead Drothmeri army to victory against the Imperial tyrants. We finally uncovered the entrance to Varsa Balim. I'm going to take a detachment of men inside with me to find that thing. We already discovered an assassin prowling the camp. I fear that Helsith may have sent him. To be safe, I'm going to seal myself in the city until we can recover the razor. I've left 2 Bezoars cut from the belly of an albino guar in the care of Commander Adrethi and the Forge Master. A guar is a, well, go Google what a guar is. And no, not the band, even though they're awesome. If there is some emergency, they have only to place these on the pedestals outside the door to dispel my barrier and open the way. We'll take that with us. Thank you very much. Lots of Morrowind lore going on with this. I like it. I always wondered why there wasn't a little bit more of that, seeing as this is the direct sequel to the game Morrowind. Felt like hardcore Dark Elf fans were kind of like, They did get some service in Skyrim, though, which is good because it's right next door to it. Okay, Commander's Quarters. Let's go look in here. Oh. He's upstairs punching something. Closet door, hard lock. We can do that. We wield the skeleton key. Look at that. Whoa, what's on this plate? Rubies. Okay, flawless diamonds. Alright, it's just a bunch of jewels. Well, we don't need jewels. What we need is upstairs, probably with this clown. Let's see if we can just sneak past him. Yep. Enchanted. Bam. When I found the other, I can dispel the enchantment. So we need to go get the other one out of a house. Will be good, but I can't resist. Let's look here. See, they all have books on how to invade the Imperial City and stuff, so that's funny. These guys literally are so... This must be... Drothmeri must be a family name. Huh. I swear that sounds familiar, like I should know an NPC or something, but maybe not. That's cool, though. So they got their own motive because they're ticked off because new government in town for their homeland. They do not like it. They'd much rather deal with the tribunal. Because, see, under the tribunal, they had more independence. And then when the Empire found out that the Nerevarine was real, the Emperor, Uriel Septim, dispatched the guy who replaced him. Actually, you get to meet the future King of Morrowind in the game Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, believe it or not. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Can't remember what his role in that game is. I think he's just delegated to a side quest, but yeah, he ends up becoming the king after the tribunal were cast down and the old gods are restored. Spoiler alert for Morrowind, I guess, but there's a lot more to it than that. Being the Archmage is good for something here. Let's get all these guys grouped up.
Die, damn you!
Come here! How about you? Here, let's get... Are they fighting each other right there? What's the deal? Okay. You ready? We're gonna start unloading right now. I'm gonna get wasted here in a second. Look at all these guys. Die! They're so strong. Okay, I'll heal myself. Oh my gosh. Dang, dude. Okay, I can't tell who's fighting who. This is a joke. In some ways, I understand what's happening, and then in others, I'm like, what? Let's get out our second Staff of Storms, because we need it right now. Let's get ourselves buffed up. Oh, did I just get a disease? Look at this, got a disease from these dirty catmen. Freaking Khajiit. I'm not generally against Khajiit, but they can be a little gross sometimes. As can all the beast races, let's be honest. That's coming from a human or elf's point of view, though.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
There you are. Whatever it was, he's gone now. No, you see me. You're dead. Okay, got some more guys over there. Well, note to self, the people in this camp do not want to be freed. They don't want nothing from me. They just want to be left the frick alone. Better repair before we get in the next battle. All my armor was broken. This is ridiculous. If it's going to break in one little skirmish, I mean, what's the point? This is one time where I'm glad they... Oh, crap. This is one time when I'm glad they did away with the durability system in Skyrim. Oh, Judas. Of course I can't go that way. Thundercliff Forge. Here we go. We know the Forge Master has the other one. But yeah, I'm glad they did away with the durability thing. It works great, in my opinion. I actually don't like that it went away in the Fallout games, because I like, you know, maintaining your guns and all that. But in the Fallout games, it's like, dude, or in the Elder Scrolls games, it's like, dude, good job, because nobody wants their armor to break in 5 seconds. Boots of the Taskmaster, Repair Hammer, got one of those. Just used it, thank you very much. Looks like there's some new weapons, heavy rakes, and I think there's pickaxes as well you could wield as weapons, so that's kind of cool. I always like seeing new stuff. I didn't know this plugin had so much to it. I thought it was flat out just walk in this dungeon, kill 5 guys, and get a weapon. This is a little more involved. Okay, Apprentice's Note. Forge Master, when next you can take leave, I wish to speak with you. I know you've had some reservations about allowing me to assume more duties, but I think you will reconsider when I recount for you some of the atrocious things my counterpart has said in your absence. Got some conniving action there. Okay. We'll switch back to different arrows here. Let's burn anything that's less than glass. Just don't need it. Really don't at this point. Okay. This is freaking sweet. I like the setup of this dungeon. There's an army forming and there's stuff to do. Let her home. Vivek Saran. Oh. Narcissus. These are all cities in Morrowind. Ball Falls, Vivek Saran. Personal correspondence. Origin withheld. I miss you more with each night. Even with decent materials, this would be a dull. This guy's complaining. That's funny. This guy's complaining about how he's stationed here because they use iron armor, and in Morrowind, almost all of their armors are made from things such as ebony and malachite, like the glass, or they use bug parts. So he's talking about like making armor from bones and stuff like that. They have this really sick armor, if you're not familiar with it, called bone mold. And what's neat about it is it can be made from many things. Some people just make it from, you know, bones of insects or animals or whatnot, which is commonplace in Morrowind. But another thing they do that's kind of cool is they can make it from the bones of their ancestors. And I'm trying to remember if in Morrowind there was a set that lets you do that. Forge Master's Amulet. Blunt, heavy armor, strength armor. That's a cool amulet. Nice. Warforger's gauntlets, armor. If you want armor gear, look at this. Fortify fatigue, 75 points, resist normal weapons. The Forge Master's smock. I'll just take that to put in Battlehorn. That's a cool piece of gear. So this might actually be a good place to come. Warhammer of Transmorgify. Oh, it just absorbs magic. I thought it would do something a little more involved than that. I was like, what? Okay, we're in. Grab the other enchanted thing. I found both of them mentioned in the journal and can now dispel the enchantment blocking the door. I think it's interesting they said they know there's a assassin in the camp. Now, I'm already going to predict what's going to happen here a little bit. In Morrowind, there's a assassin's guild that is dying out. Oh, lusty Argonian maid under his bed. That's funny. There's an assassin's guild dying out called the Morag Tong, and they are a very ancient guild, very well respected. But what's interesting about them is that in Morrowind, it's legal for them to operate if they have a writ of execution. So it's not illegal to kill someone if it's a paid-for ordered hit. And so, like, when they get busted by the guards, like, they're actually trained that after they kill someone, they're supposed to go present their evidence to the nearest guard, and they just leave on their way. So it's like, if you have enough influence to get in with them or hire them, all the great houses have hired them. They're not really loyal to any one group. So I'm going to guess it might be one of those guys, Morag Tong. Which would be sweet, because there's no Morag Tong in this game, because Dark Brotherhood started killing them off because they were competition. They were really powerful before the Tribunal lost their place, and then now not so much. Okay. Just killing my way up the chain here. Just killing my way through all these vampires and whatnot. Really hope it dumps some lore on us about why all these vampires are in here. I mean, Molag Bal is the Lord of Domination. He created the vampires, so not that they couldn't have. Ooh, blood trail again. Not that, of course, there couldn't be a bunch of vampires that worship Mehrunes Dagon. Nothing against that. It's just kind of odd is all. Oh, this is the place we need to go, because it's got that big word that I can't pronounce tonight with the N. You know, that one thing. You know. And everyone seems to be quite dead. Holy moly, somebody came through, but there's no vampire bodies. Look at this dungeon. It's alien, but it's got these weird glows to it. Oh, there are vampires, never mind. Vampire Crusader? That's an oxymoron a little bit, don't you think? Oh, What in the freak am I looking at? This is Daedric. Okay, Mehrunes, Dagon, that makes sense. I don't know what's up with that on the right. Oh, is that the guy in the robes? I think it is. Drothin's Field Journal. I've entered that Nefari Vigum. And what was it? Nefari Vigum. Nefari Vigum. And read Drothin's notes. They seem to indicate that by eating the heart of Dagon's champion, I'll be allowed to retrieve the razor. Okay. Drothin seemed to suspect some other means of claiming the dagger, though he seems unsure how. This room appears to have been built around the original site of that thing, but there is no sign of Mehrunes' razor. There is some sort of statue of a man here, and some scattered inscriptions in the stonework. Perhaps they can give me some clues. At first I thought the runes were useless, but I was able to piece together a phrase. Kineverum Dagon Neferevegum. Speaking the words aloud in that order caused the razor to materialize. Alas, the way to it is blocked, and I dare not risk force lest the gate be trapped. I must search for more clues. I wish trapped doors and gates and chests or thing in this game. They were in Morrowind. And you had to have not just your lockpick, but you had to have a probe, and you probed it and got the trap to detonate first, and then you could lockpick it. Otherwise, some nasty trap would hit you. Anyways, I have discovered more inscriptions, etched as to be nearly imperceivable to my eyes. After much labor, I discovered some clues as to the man entombed here. Seems he was a champion to Dagon who failed in some great task. The kin, it says, Dromora, carved his chest open. Through flesh, armor, and bone, with the razor itself. He stands guard now as a test for those worthy to claim the weapon. What sort of test can this be? The runes mention the ability of the razor to instantly send a struck foe to oblivion through Dagon's wrath. This corroborates many tales of the weapon, but can it really be so powerful as to kill instantly? The task seems so simple. Now that I've given it thought, he who travels here draws the heart from the chest of the champion and devours it must be worthy to wield the razor. I'm wary to proceed and wonder if there's another way, but the power of the blade is so near I must ponder my next move. Indeed, you should. Kind of want to talk to you. This is him. His key, huh? Can I talk to him? Here, let's quick save and try. Nope.
This ends.
She's just gonna go combat instantly, huh? Let's go ahead and load game. I just wanted to see what would happen there. So now that we know he's gonna be hostile, I'm just gonna go for the kill right away. Immolation arrows, that'll put him in the ground. Got him. Drothin is dead, and with him dies any threat the Drothmeri army may pose to the Empire. Okay, cool. Well, looks like we saved the Empire. What the... Missaray Faethung. Well, let's take this. The blade turn hood. Resist durable weapons. Reflect damage and shield on self? Okay. Spell turn cloak. Resist magic. Resist reflect spell absorption. That's sick. So you got some really cool custom robes there. He almost looked naked because the color of his skin and that. Okay. I guess we're gonna... Can I pickpocket the... There's his beating heart. Cannibal consumption? I don't want to eat that. Can I talk to him? No, it just asks you to eat his heart. Screw that. I don't want to eat his heart. I kind of wonder if that is one of the reasons why there's so many vampires down here. There has to be a connection. Will you defy Dagon's task and try to force the gate open? Yeah. There it is. Now I gotta fight you, huh? You can't be all bad. Oh. Nah, you ain't bad. I'll take care of you in a jiff. Oh, come on. You're nothing. Guy in Daedric armor. Can't get up off the ground to fight me. I just am wailing on this guy. He's pathetic. No wonder Dagon did that to you. You're a loser. I feel bad, though. I'm like standing over him. You're an idiot. You suck. Get wrecked, you know. Got him. But, oh, wait. It's not letting me kill him all the way, which tells me, is he just going to keep coming back? I don't understand. Let's take the razor. What the? What's the deal? I've recovered Mehrunes' razor, a potent Daedric dagger, which has a chance to instantly destroy the opponent. Oh. Another door open. We got the razor. Something tells me, I'll have to Google it, but something tells me if we would have ate that guy's heart, there would have been a serious repercussion to that. Seems like you'd have to be a pretty messed up dude to want to do that. Or chick, I guess. Let's not discriminate here. And okay, this is a good sign. We're back to crabs and frickin' whatchamacallits, rats. So, no big. Looking for anything that's not that good of an arrow. What the? Okay, that must have caved in so we can't go back. Whatever. Ah, Jewel of the Rumare. We haven't used this little guy in a little while. Band of Oblivion, turn that off. Go in there with water breathing. The Nebene Basin, I think we did it. I think we cleared the whole dungeon. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Did that complete the DLC? Sure enough. Cool. Well, not a bad little dungeon side quest. I mean, I think back in the day, I'll have to double check. That might have been a $5 one. So let's say it is. Let's say it was $5 or $8, right? Compared to horse armor. Which one would you have bought? It was way better. Way, way better. Sweet. Okay. Well, we got that all done. Let's check out the razor really quick. So, if you're not familiar with this weapon, it's pretty amazing. Disintegrate, in this game it has to disintegrate armor a little bit over time. It actually adds up to a lot. You get 49 uses, but the Daedric Banishing, there's a really small chance it will instantly kill whatever it hits. And I don't know what the percentage chance is in Oblivion. I know in Skyrim, where it makes another appearance, it's pretty low. It's like 1% or something. Pretty sure I knew a guy my first year of college when Skyrim came out that I was watching him play. Yeah, I specifically remember. I'm like 99% sure I watched this happen. Guy got in a fight with a dragon in Skyrim and freaking Mehrunes razored him and killed him. And he was almost dead. He almost died because of the dragon. He got lucky and he just tapped him with the dagger and he died. So, pretty cool. Alright, so if you come to Shadenhall and ask for rumors, eventually you're going to be directed to this person's house. Now, I haven't found house. Wow. Nice list there, Justin. House. But it's his wife.
Please?
Here we go. You can just come in here and talk to her.
I'm Tavella Lathandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end.
Tell me what's wrong.
I'm sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Ryth, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do.
Alright, well tell me about Ryth.
Yes, my husband is the Ryth Lathandis. Have you heard of him?
Oh, he's an artist, isn't he? But I'm going to pretend I didn't know that. No, please tell me about him.
You haven't? That's strange. Ryth is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's just a silly notion, of course. But it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses when he paints.
You said Ryth is missing, correct?
Yes, Reith likes to work in his studio with the door locked, so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep. But 2 days ago, he didn't come out at all. At first, I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with a key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please help me find Reith. I love him dearly, and I'm so worried.
All right, don't worry. I'll find him.
Oh, thank you so very much. Here's the key to Reith's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house.
Sounds good.
Do hurry. I miss my love so much.
I'll get it taken care of.
Do be careful.
To open Reith's studio. So we're going to the studio of a master. Now here's what I love about this. You got all these awesome looking paintings. And then it's like unusual painting of the painted world. What? Bam. Into a painting. And look how sick this is. This is such a cool quest. After touching the painting Reith had been working on, I suddenly found myself standing in a strange forest. It looks familiar, like the great forest in the heart of Cyrodiil, but something is different about it. Here he is.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came.
I'm here to help. Let's get you out of here.
While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Okay.
You're stuck here like I am.
Wait, what?
Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
A thief, you say?
I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint.
The brush of true paint?
I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like.
I'm going to have him do it because this is actually, believe it or not, an Daedric artifact. It's one of the few that exist. I know Martin said that they don't do that, but the Crusader relics have already taught us that that's wrong. So check this out. Yeah, tell us about the brush.
Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It's said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
Yes, how does it work?
The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back.
I'm the champion of Cyrodiil. Tell me a little bit about the painted trolls first, though.
The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him.
Oh, one less
He
thing I
didn't
gotta
know
do.
the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful.
This is so awesome. Thank you.
Be cautious, friend.
Okay. So we're gonna run in. So look at this. It like puts you in an alternative dimension of Cyrodiil, and it's just cool. Like every Elder Scrolls game's got those quests that you just go, wow, this is freaking neat, and this is one of them. This might be one of the best ever made. I think even the trolls look different. Yeah, they do. Kind of. Yeah, they do. They kind of got that low res thing to them. Check this out. Let's use the turpentine. Damage against painted trolls. It's a poison, so we're going to put it on the dragon sword. I'd hit him! That did some damage. Boy, they got some health. These painted trolls are pretty tough. Even with my enchanted sword and that poison did 250 damage to painted trolls. That's pretty good. Wonder how many I have to kill in here. Come on and die. Come on. Got him. Painted troll fat. That is a unique alchemy ingredient. So if you're doing alchemy in this game, make sure you grab that while you're in here. You won't have access to it ever again. You only get so many. Not sure what their full potential is, but I'm sure it's something cool. Oh. Even though the marker's over there, I just remembered that's not the way you're supposed to go. Let's repair. Look at that, armor's broken. That is so freaking frustrating. This is where mods are awesome. I only do lore-friendly mods. And one of the things I always look for is to take something that should have been good in the game and make it good or worthy of your time. Nothing irritates me more than this kind of crap. Hi, I got hit 24 times and my armor's completely broken from head to toe. Oh, by the way, it's the same armor that the Emperor wears. Like, you know how easy it'd be to kill the Emperor if his armor sucks that bad? Seemed to work pretty good for him at Bruma, so... Actually, that was the armor of Talos. Maybe that's made of pure awesome or something. I don't know. Come on, die. This thing is strong. Look at this. I'm just heavy attacking him over and over, and there he goes. Wow. Well, we might switch back to our glass armor, which kind of sucks. I was kind of excited to rock this new stuff. But you know what? For our side questing, we'll wear it. It looks freaking awesome. Who cares? Is it statistically great for fighting some of the enemies we're going to fight later on this Let's Play? Nope. In fact, it would probably be our demise to use it. Let's just use up the rest of this turpentine. These things are strong. At least they're not like normal trolls that keep regenerating health after you hit them, because that would be frustrating. Come on, get him, Zakeen. Because we're out of stam. Let me fix that. We're gonna freaking die. That thing's a lot stronger than it has any right to be done, isn't it? That was freaking nuts. Wow. Armor's broken. That's why we're taking so much freaking damage. The dragon sword doesn't disappoint, though. It looks so good with this armor. That dragon sword, you can tell they totally were like, we don't have a sword for the character. Oh, we should put it in Battlehorn Castle. It'll look great. Alright, let's see here. Let's heal up. Oh, come on. Boy, we have a lot of health when we're all buffed up, but... Alright. Oh crap, I was going to stealth attack, but we blew our cover a little early. I wonder if they're weak to anything. Maybe we should be using some bow. These guys are worthy, I think, of the... I wonder if I can capture souls of these guys. That would be cool. Be like, guess what's in this soul gem? That's not even hurting him. Like, are you kidding me right now? I'm just going to kill the rest of these trolls and we'll move on with life. As beautiful as this place is, I don't want to be in here for hours. We have other things to do. Okay. Finally, I prevailed over the stupid trolls. Look at this. Then it goes to a desert over here. I think that's interesting because there's no desert in Cyrodiil. I guess by Anvil a little bit, but not really a desert. Anyways, I've located the thief's corpse. I should now search it for the brush of true paint. Bosmer thief. Thanks a lot, you stupid little wood elf. Brush of true paint. There it is. Go back and give it to Ryth, so together we can leave this strange landscape. What I love is look at the textures. Like, it's almost Minecraft, but it works so well. It looks like a real canvas. And this game was made in 2006. I don't know. That's why when developers nowadays are, oh, we can't come up with interesting quests without loot boxes and all this other stuff. Like, if you could just make the majority of your side quests like this, I would buy your microtransactions, but you gotta make a good game first. Just a little pro tip to you.
Good work. Now I can paint the portal home. After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever.
Yeah, please.
Follow me.
He actually paints something too. That's neat. Alright. And look, you can even see what it's going to look like on the other side. That is so cool. Paint a door back to the studio. I should now step through and return to Tamriel. Please. We've arrived back in Ryth's home. The painting is now sealed and Ryth is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment, which is he going to talk to his wife first? Let's watch.
Tivella.
Ryth, oh my love, you're home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my friend here, you'd be right.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I will rest, but I must take care of our guest first. I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cutpurse will visit me.
Your secret is safe with me, Ryth. You and your wife take care. You're good people. Thanks for having me in your home.
Again, I thank you.
Awesome. What a quest, huh?
Hello again, sir.
What a great, great quest. Alright, well, let's mix it up a little bit. How about we go do some ghost busting? How's that sound?